Time for 2024 ranking. Yes, here is not my grid. I stole it like blatantly from Coney. On the x-axis, you have like, were they good or bad, or like not for me? And then on the y, you have how niche or how popular something was. I already did a similar kind of ranking for the first half of 2024. And so I wanted to do a second one for the second half of the year. Let's take a look at our candidates. We have loads of games. I got tons of games I played this year. I think this is like 38. So let's get started. First is Decimate Drive. I actually played this like way earlier. It's the car game. The cars are like sentient and chasing you down. It's a horror game. It is so scary and fun. I love that game. The car AI was so good at hunting you down. They were just these like unrelenting Dark Souls enemy cars where they would just lock eyes with you and say, you have to die. You are gonna die. I'm gonna run you over. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Decimate Drive. I don't know where to put it though. It's probably like down here. It seems very niche. Let's put it there. That seems like a good spot for old Decimate Drive. Omori. I didn't think I would like Omori because I'm not big into JRPG stuff, and I didn't play it for a while because I was worried people would pop in and just spoil stuff for no reason. Didn't happen, and ended up really liking that game. I even made a cool cork board where I took every character, gave them like a summary, and put like arrows and stuff, you know, like you do when you're solving a case. But Omori was super fun. I really liked the combat. The story was very interesting and genuinely had me hooked to like the very end. I would say I put it like there. I don't know like what's the most mainstream thing on here. That's the problem with the mainstream scale. I'll figure it out as I go. Unsorted Horror. This is made by the Buckshot Roulette developer, but they are 6 different 20-30 minute horror experiences. Some were good, some were not my favorite. They were kind of dull. It was 6 very unique and weird horror experiences. Like one of them, you're putting VHSs in a TV to watch and put together a story, and you like go into each VHS as you put them in. I thought that was kind of neat. I don't know. I wouldn't say this is like bad. I wouldn't really recommend it. It was, I don't know. It's not my favorite, but it's like not bad. Thank goodness you're here. This is just a cartoon. It's a playable cartoon. It's the British, just like a small, I think it's Yorkshire town, and you're just a little guy going around and helping people out, and they go, thank goodness you're here, and you have to do little tasks for them. I like that game a lot. It's not really like a crazy video game, but it's funny. It was like a genuinely funny game that I liked. I think this is pretty like there-ish. Not my favorite, but it was fun. Choicer Voicer. It's that one Mario Party minigame where you have to match the waveform with your voice of like Toad or Mario, except it's custom voice lines. So we put together a little pack, and I played it a couple times and tried to mimic the voices, and it was really fun. Then I made some shorts on it, and they got like 3 million views. A lot of people saw me scream or something. I don't know, it was weird. I had a lot of fun with Choicer Voicer. I would say it's very niche. Ever heard of this one? Only a streamer game. Little unknown game right here. We got Wii Sports. It's Wii Sports. It's still good. It's super fun and very easy to just get into. Bowling, I remember being really fun. Baseball was a great time. I had fun with the video I made on it too. I thought it was a really fun video. I wouldn't put it like top right. It's definitely mainstream, like giga mainstream. Everyone has Wii Sports. It came free with your Wii. I wouldn't say it's like a gamer's game. I just put it there. I don't know. It's a classic, but it's not like a perfect game. Chained Together. It's only up if you were just chained together with people, and it's awkward because you have to coordinate every jump and try not to be the guy that kills everybody by falling off. Cool idea though. One of the more interesting only up clones or getting over it clones. Wouldn't really recommend this game unless you have friends who are willing to suffer with you. Would not recommend it either if you were playing by yourself, because it kind of defeats the purpose of being chained together if you were by yourself, not chained to anyone. We'll put her there. We'll put her there for right now. We got ULTRAKILL, my game of all time that I voted in the indie game poll of what the best indie game of all time was. ULTRAKILL ended up winning. I liked ULTRAKILL. I never played it before, and I had a lot of fun with ULTRAKILL. That game is crazy. You can just do anything in that game, and it will work. Any idea you have that are like, oh, does that work? Yes, it does, and it's way cooler than you think. And it's just the entire game is that. I really, really enjoyed it. I would put it there. It's not even done either. That's the other selling point for me. It's still gotta like it's still going and still getting updates. So I'm just waiting for more at this point. Speaking of other fun games, we have Deadly Premonition, everyone's favorite, Francis York Morgan. This is a game that is infamously terrible. It's awkward, the audio mixing is awful, everything is too loud or too quiet. There's never a cutscene that just is like nice to listen to. And the game looks like ass, it runs like ass, but something about the story, something about Francis York Morgan being this lovable goofball detective guy. I sat through it to the end. Me and Iron Mayhem played this. I think I walked away thinking it was a good time because the final hour of that game is just insane. It's very grounded for the whole game, and then it just it just takes off into like anime plot out of nowhere. It's crazy. Game sucks though. I don't know. I'd put it like there. It's not like the worst game ever made. It's kind of, it's hard to recommend. It's not amazing. NES World Championships? I forgot. I don't know the title of this game. Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. That's it. It's like 15 NES games where they have little time trial things where it's like, hey, you want to play Super Mario Brothers 3? You got to get to the pipe as quick as you can. And if you do it under 10 seconds, you get a fun S rank that goes... I did everything in this game. It was so fun. I want more of these so badly. I would kill for like an SNES and mainly an N64 version of this would be really fun. But yeah, I put this game pretty, I'd say like there. I think that's a good spot for it. It's not like super popular. It's very niche and kind of made for like 35-year-olds, but I liked it a lot. Oh, here's a little game. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Didn't play any of like the thing people would play Brawl for. I played Subspace Emissary, which rules. Sorry, my cat is trying to show her butt. Brawl is one of those games that I played when I was like 12. Probably I played Subspace Emissary about 10 times through. I love Subspace Emissary. It's so fun and so stupid how they made this giant story with every character from Smash, and they're all starting separate and they all come together and they zoom and they go through the Great Maze and it sucks. But I really like Subspace Emissary. And Brawl in general is like my favorite Smash. I'll put her there. Next up, Squirrel with a gun. I can't believe they gave a squirrel a gun. It's crazy. It's like a weird 3D platformer, open world collectathon thing. I did not expect that going in. I think the gameplay was fine. The issue I had with it was just it was ugly. It's like, it's UE5, which I'll get to my UE5 hatred and the UE5 curse soon. But it's UE5 where everything's just like ugly and they throw ray tracing and DLSS at it and they like look good and it looks ugly and I hate it. Let's put it around there. No, this was definitely not super popular. I don't think I saw a lot of people playing it. Despicable Me, the game for Nintendo Wii. What a video game. I loved Despicable Me. Probably like one of my favorite streams I did. The game sucked. It was a weird 2D platformer. You play as Gru and it's just a weird licensed Wii game that is not great, but I played the whole thing in one sitting and I don't know, it was fun. Yeah, we got the amazing images. We got that. Oh my God, I love that that's an official render. That little like minion with a nose. It's so messed up and funny. That game was fun. There's a lot of good moments in it. Wouldn't put this in the great though. Fun stream, but would not recommend Nintendo Wii Despicable Me. Kirbys Dreamland. This is the first Kirby game. I never played it. He's got no powers or anything. It's just Kirby. And it rules. Kirby 1 was so fun. I really liked Kirby 1. I wanted to play more Kirby games. I need to get around to doing that. That's a goal for next year. I want to have like all the Kirby library played. I want to do it all. I wouldn't say Kirby's Dreamland is super popular. Everyone totes the good Kirbys. This one's kind of just the beginning. Mr. Sakurai came in with a cool idea and it was good. I would put it, I don't know, that'll work. Pokemon Rumble. The only Pokemon game I've ever streamed. It's the weird WiiWare Pokemon game where you're playing as like toy Pokemon. It's weirdly fast-paced and just kind of like a brain-off game. You're just running through, like beating up every Pokemon and you capture them as you go and you're just building up this team. It's just a fun game. And at the end I was like, this would be awesome on mobile. You know what I found? There's a 3DS version of it. I played it in a car ride for like 8 hours. It was very good. Like that's the perfect mobile game. It's a brain off, fun little game. I put it like here. It doesn't have a lot of depth outside of just being like brain off, hit the guys with the moves, but it was fun. Funko Fusion. This was the game that has made me hate Unreal Engine 5. This game almost blew my computer up. I booted it up and it was like the stream dropped to 2 FPS. It was so bad. It's Funko Lego game. So it's like a Lego game where you're going through different movies. They have like Jurassic Park, Scott Pilgrim, other stuff. And you go through like different levels in those movies and play through the story of them. It's like a Lego game marketed towards 30-year-old people because there's like Jaws, there's The Thing, and there's a lot of gore in that game for no reason. Freddy Fazbear's in it. It must be good. That was why I streamed it in the first place. I wanted to unlock Freddy, and then they made it like a pain in the ass to unlock him. You had to do all 5 nights at Freddy's, and it was so annoying. So I gave up, and we never unlocked Freddy. It's a tragedy. Dude, speaking of tragedies, it's my game of the year, Plucky Squire. At least I thought it was going to be the game of the year. This is a game I got pranked on because they came out with that cool trailer where the Plucky Squire himself, he goes to the edge of the book and he like hops out, right, into the 3D world. Made the game look awesome and like a really cool idea where you go from 2D to 3D and you can hop out of the storybook. Then I played it, game kind of sucked. It was like, it's a kid's game. It's really boring and I don't know. It's cool if you're 7, but it was not fun. It was very slow, very boring. Everyone just stops to talk and tell you about tutorial stuff. I think it's an amazing concept for a game. The execution was weird, and I didn't like that. You know what, Funko Fusion? Let's go a little lower on Funko Fusion. I don't think people were playing that. Plucky Squire, I'm gonna put you there. Ooh, Lorne's Lure. This is like one of the most underrated games this year, I think. It's a first-person climbing game where you're a robot in these giant mega structure places that are massive areas that you have to climb around in and explore. It somehow managed to capture that vibe of Minecraft, getting lost in a cave and just exploring a cave for hours. It has that vibe. It was very fun. I had a lot of fun with Lorne's Lure, but I did have a super negative thing on this where the final chapter sucks. It is so out of left field and hard. There's just this it's like drum and bass, just like it's non-stop until you beat the level. I think it took me like an hour to beat that level and it pissed me off. Game's really fun up until then though. Yeah, it's probably around there. We'll put her there. Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. Disclaimer, I didn't finish this game. I didn't pick it up since I played it one time. It's the Zelda game. I mean, you already know what it is. It's the Zelda game where you can summon dudes. You're like a summoner Zelda. I think I got off put by this by how Breath of the Wild it clearly is. It feels like Nintendo is trying to turn Breath of the Wild fans into regular Zelda fans by putting a ton of Breath of the Wild mechanics, like the inventory thing where you're just scrolling through it, the mini-map, objective quest markers, which is just very weird in Zelda. I wasn't a huge fan of Echoes of Wisdom. It also ran like ass. The Switch needs to die. Moving houses. This is another one like Plucky Squire that really cool idea. Weird execution. It was a game about moving out of your house, but your house is the house of leaves. Woo! Like in the book, you're moving boxes out into your truck and you come back and the house is totally different. Like it doesn't want you to move out of it. It sounded like a cool idea, but then getting into it, it was weird and had a lot of sections. There was one section I remember, like a graveyard, that just was boring and I didn't know where to go and very confusing. I don't remember much about the game beyond that. Definitely like turbo niche. Definitely better than Funko Fusion. You know what? Let's move Funko Fusion a little lower. let's move it a little lower. Cano Pet. I don't know how to feel about Cano Pet. It's one of those games that it feels like kids are super into it because it's a scary thing on the computer. You're just on a computer and you download this little guy and he's like a Bonzi buddy ass helper and he's haunted too. Woo! It did the same exact bit that Buddy Simulator, what's the date on that? 1987? Buddy Simulator did this better. There's even beats in Cano Pet that are just straight up from Buddy Simulator, and it was weird. I think the thing I remember the most about it was how it turned on my VR headset on the ground. I don't know, it turned the camera on it. It was really funny. I would put it like up here. It's pretty popular. Cry of Fear. This is an old Half-Life. Is it Half-Life 1? No, it's a Half-Life 2 mod. You're just 2 police officers. It was me and Cell. We played through the whole thing in one sitting. It's very dumb, very goofy, horror, Silent Hill 2 inspired thing that just, I don't know. It's not scary. It's really funny. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was a good time. Yeah, we'll put her there. That'll work. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I played this for the first time, but I did not play the current version. I downgraded to 1.0 Security Breach because I wanted the raw launch experience, and I think it made it better. I had a lot of fun with Security Breach because it was just very buggy, and there were a lot of parts that just completely broke, and it was so funny. I like Security Breach a lot. I think I'm gonna lump Ruin in with this too because I don't have a Ruin. The Ruin DLC was bad. I did not like the puzzles in that. It was just not fun. The base game of Security Breach is great, but Ruin was just kind of weird. Wasn't a big fan. No, I put it here. Even though the game sucks and it like is buggy as hell, I think it made me enjoy it more and I had a great time with it. What's next? Silent Hill 3. I really like Silent Hill 3. It's the Silent Hill that taught me that Silent Hill 2 is a weird game in the Silent Hill series because there's nothing in this like Silent Hill 2. It's just like a direct continuation of Silent Hill 1. I really like Heather as the main character. She is great. Yeah, I don't think there was anything I didn't like about Silent Hill 3. It was spooky. The story actually made sense. Oh yeah, the fucked up hard mode puzzles, not the Shakespeare puzzle. I'm still embarrassed about that. I put the game on hard for puzzle difficulty, thinking like, how hard could a puzzle be? Do not ever put Silent Hill 3 on hard difficulty. It gives you the most fucked up Shakespeare sorting puzzle where you have to know 5 different Shakespeare plays in order to be able to figure out, I ended up looking the solution up for it. So the entire game, I had the Shakespeare book in my pocket the whole time as a mark of shame. But yeah, Silent Hill 3 was fun, besides the hard puzzles. Baldis Basics in education and learning. This game rules. Mascot horror as a genre has this stigma of kind of sucking, there's like a stink to them, right? I think this is the one that doesn't stink the most as a video game. Baldi is so like tightly designed as a video game. It was super fun. The whole loop of him like chasing you have to find everything, and it took me like 3 hours to even beat the game. It's very well made. I might try the updated version. I just played the basic one, the Baldis Basics one. I put it here. I think it's more popular than Omori. It kind of blew up. I don't want to say it's better than Wii Sports. I feel like I was too harsh to Wii Sports. Tattletale. This is another mascot horror banger. It's the haunted Furby game where it's Christmas Eve and you open up your present early and it's a little Furby. It was fun. My favorite part about it was the flashlight where okay, let's not do that motion. You have to like shake the flashlight to get it to turn on. And it was this weird, I keep doing that, stop. There's this weird like fidget aspect to it where it kept me engaged by the stupid flashlight moving around on screen. I really like Tattletale. I think it was a pretty solid experience. The DLC was a little weird. I'd put this more niche. This is probably one of the like lesser known mascot horror games. Garn 47. This is a shitpost game, wholeheartedly. It's meant to be terrible. It is terrible, but it was fun. It was like hidden in a Friday Night Funkin' mod. I don't know the lore exactly. I just played the standalone version. You're just a guy who, he walks, and every time he walks, there's this like, the sounds are all so loud and annoying. It's not good, but it was fun. I would put it lower in the niche thing because it's definitely not a game I would recommend to somebody, but I want to lean more positive about it because it's a bold game. It's dumb, but it's intentionally, which I don't know. It's a strange game. Help Wanted 2, FNAF. We're in the FNAFs again. I really liked Help Wanted 2, except for one game, but I'll get to that in a second. VR FNAF is FNAF at its best for me. I really enjoy all the stupid mini games and all the fun, like operating on Helpy was really funny with the hammer. You just like bash him. What else is there? The fast food where you're cooking and you have to like serve up orders and stuff. I really liked Help Wanted 2, except for the painting. The hard mode painting minigame where the lights are turning on and off, get rid of that. That was ass. It was bad. Hated it. But everything else besides that was really fun. I enjoyed Help Wanted 2 a lot. Next is Day Shift at Freddy's, which is my first ever FNAF fan game. I've never played a FNAF fan game, and we started with a banger, though it is a little dated. It's very much made in 2016 when montage parodies, no, it's like 2015? It's montage parody humor where it's like, oi, mate, I don't remember montage parody humor. It didn't age well. I had fun with Day Shift at Freddy's. It wasn't annoying, because most games, when they lean into like shitposty humor, they're not very fun because the jokes don't land. Day Shift at Freddy's was good. I don't think there was anything too like cringeworthy that bothered me and was boring. It was just very small and tight, didn't overstay its welcome. Yeah, I would put this like here. That'll work. Is this game trying to kill me? This is the game that's trying to kill you. It is an escape room type game. You're trapped in a cabin and there's like a game in front of you that is in the game. It's very like Inscription-y. It was very inspired by that, where you're playing like a game inside the game. It was interesting. I think it's a really neat concept. I remember the final boss being annoying, but I think it's a very solid puzzle game that flew under pretty much everyone's radar. I would put it like here. Piglets Big Game. This was the whole Twitter thing. Twitter had a moment where someone posted some stuff about Piglets Big Game. Turns out it's a spooky horror game from 2003 that like was forgotten and no one really remembers the fact that it's Silent Hill 2-y. So I gave it a shot and it's genuinely like really fun, really well made for a kid's movie game, and also has some weirdly spooky bits in it. Like all of Eeyore's dream in that is just weirdly dark and scary. Also, it's my first ever time I've tweeted something and it just blew up. I think I had a tweet that got like 7 million views because I was showing off the fact that when Piglet's injured, he moves faster. So the speed run involves like hurting him as much as possible. I don't know where to put Piglet's Big Game. We'll put it there. I think that'll be fine. Whatever. Amanda the Adventurer 2. This game is the sequel to Amanda the Adventurer, which I really liked Amanda the Adventurer. Amanda the Adventurer 2? Ugh. The ball was dropped here. This game's puzzles were so boring and so tedious. You had to sit there and watch tapes to get the solutions. I was so bored and it was so frustrating to get through most of the puzzles. The story ended, it was not satisfying. All it was doing is setting up a third game so they can sell that to me later. I did not like Amanda the Adventurer, and I don't think it's kind of done super well. The first one was huge. It blew up and was like everywhere, and then no one cares about it anymore. It's one of those weird internet things where something just shows up, blows up, and no one cares about it in a week. It's very weird. Luigis Mansion. I played Ultra Premium Deluxe or something, Luigi's Mansion. It was a mod that added some cut content into Luigi's Mansion. It didn't really change a ton. It was just basically Luigi's Mansion, which is a game that I played a ton of as a kid. It was fun. It's like just a solid, small experience. You just go around hunting ghosts. The mod was neat because it added this like something from the PAL version where Luigi like rides on the vacuum during a boss fight and you fly around sucking up the booze. That was really cool, but it was fun. I liked Luigi's Mansion. It's one of those nostalgia games. It goes up there with Wii Sports. All right, we got 3 left. We're in the end game. We're on Anton Blast. I have like hyper fixated on Anton Blast for the past couple weeks, and it's super fun. I went into it in like a Pizza Tower mindset where I thought it was just gonna be Pizza Tower and gonna be like, you can't die, it's not that difficult. I was so wrong. That game is so hard. There are a lot of really difficult parts and I got stuck for a while. And again, it's my own fault too, because I didn't know you could buy health containers to make it easier for you. So my first playthrough was kind of tainted by that, where I didn't really like it a ton. I think I've come to like it way more. I think I played it through like 4 times and I rarely do that. Yeah, I'd put it there. There's still some rough edges, like a couple levels that are just boring and not very interesting. But we're on to Zort. This is a game no one's probably heard of. It rules. It's Lethal Company and Poppy Playtime and They Had a Baby, where you play with your friends and there's just dumb monsters. It was so funny. It's just a couple devs that are goofing around. Like anytime anyone has an idea, they're like, yeah, let's put that in. It could be fun. It's like $4 on Steam. I would highly recommend Zort. I would say it's super niche. I would put it here. I don't think I have a bad thing to say about Zort. One of the funniest streams we've done in a long time. The Cabin Factory. This is one of those spot the difference type games like Exit 8 and Observation Duty. You're going into a cabin over and over. It's like the same cabin every time. You have to spot if something is moving, was the gimmick. Stuff in the cabin could be changed and look weird, but if it wasn't moving, it wasn't scary, it wasn't danger. That was kind of a frustrating thing to figure out, but the game was fun. I wouldn't super recommend it to people. It's very like watch someone play it, I think. It's actually the game that I think has scared me the most ever. There was a jump scare in it that like got me bad. It hurt. It was a very like creative game and had a lot of variety. In those games, you kind of expect to see the same changes over and over. I think I played it through and lost like 4 times. Saw probably 50 cabins and none of them repeated. They were all different. It was a good first impression on those kind of games. I haven't played any Exit 8 type stuff. Where's Indigo Park again? Wait, did I forget about Indigo Park? I guess I did. Hold up, I can add it real fast. Forgot to rank this one because that's kind of telling of my opinion on it. Kind of forgot about this one. One of those mascot horror games that's made by Unique Geese, a YouTuber. It's really well made and really well animated. I didn't get hooked in by the story on it. I wouldn't say it's like bad. I didn't really enjoy it super much. Rambly's one of the few things I liked. I did like Rambly, he's goofy. And I think that's gonna be the thing that carries that series forward is the goofy raccoon mascot. But yeah, that's my second half of 2024. I think the best games I played were ULTRAKILL, Anton Blast, Zort, and Lauren's Lure are like the 4 I'll probably walk away this year remembering the most and having a lot of fun with. Also Omori too should probably be on there. Omori is definitely one that'll stick with me. I like going back through the year and ranking stuff and just talking about games I liked. It's fun.